This is the first creation that was ever uploaded to the workshop. Uploaded on the 7th July 2016, a whole week before the workshop update would come out. Now the question is, does this over 5-year-old creation still work? Well, let's find out. That seems to be holding up fairly well. Like, they changed the physics so much. Yeah, it seems to work. And oh my god, this is so slippery. Like, I do a turn and it just keeps turning. Wow, this is really interesting. Oh, and of course I just flipped, but I flipped 2 times. Nice. This car was featured in the introduction video of the gas engine and driver's seat. I also just noticed that this is still the old driver's seat, so if you want to scavenge this thing for parts, you can now get the old creative seat. Now, this jet bike is the second oldest creation. I'm very interested in this thing because it uses thrusters. The whole thing is almost touching the ground, but yet actually drives and is really fast. This can almost fly. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm doing a looping. Yes! I just flipped in the air. It's really nice, actually. Next, we have the centipede. Like, we're literally following the footsteps of the first mechanics. But I'm really surprised the previous creations all did work so far. Like, they did not break, although we've had 5 years of updates. This is also really cool. I mean, I've got to say it walks fairly well. You would think it would do a lot worse. Like, the first creations were all about exploring interesting concepts. This Jeep looks so broken because it's actually using mods. They updated the blueprint, but I think I found something that is pretty close to the original. At least it looks like that, to be honest. Like, I don't even know if glitch welding was a thing back then. In 2016, your scrap mechanic cars would just look like this. It's even using simple suspensions I can understand. And here, all of these old creations seem to work surprisingly well. Oh my god, what is happening? What is happening? This is just dancing. I did nothing. And here, all of these old creations seem to work surprisingly well. This is not what I expected. I'm pretty sure the suspension is sus. The same person that made the Jeep also made this BTR. And I'm a little scared if I let this thing off the lift, but it's not freaking out and dancing and stuff. People also added lights to their cars before there even was a night mode, so let's see how well the light holds up. Wow, that is surprising. I think I need to press the switch up here. A really compact car. Oh, that's the hatch at the top. I just wanted to close the door. I mean, honestly, the light is not really adding anything to this, but it works at least. It's fairly decent, I have to say. Like, I wish my survival car would drive like that. Although the engine seems to be struggling a bit. Parhelion Fighter by Dr. Navi. The funny thing is, I actually remember having this blueprint. Like, when I played Scrap Mechanic in 2016. So this is actually kinda nostalgic. Yes, it has all these buttons. Like, people didn't have fancy WASD converters back then, so you just had to do with all of these buttons. And this was so horrible to fly. But it was the best thing you kinda had back then, so to be honest, even my air balloon drives better. But I don't even think you had pistons back then. Definitely leave a comment if you remember one of these creations as well. And I think I could make this even more nostalgic. If you click on the Betas tab on Scrap Mechanic, you can actually select version 0.3.5, which is the last version before the Survivor release. Then your game is updating, and actually it's doing the opposite of it. Just look at this old menu screen. Brings back memories. Now I can actually load into a modern world. Error. Okay, that was to be expected. Oh my god, look at this retro feeling. We even have the old GUI, the old inventory. Oh my god, is the lift laggy. Well, and I already managed to crash Scrap Mechanic. Next, we have the Nymph Super Fast Walker. I don't know, I'm kind of curious now how this is supposed to, like, work. Oh my god, he's so shaky. How is this ever gonna walk? Oh my god, what the hell? This seems a little broken. Oh my god, I don't have a physics slider. Oh no, I don't even have world clear. I need to catch the creation before it's too late. Man, I think I'll just have to make a new world. Oh, I've got it. Oh my god. Next, we have a post-apocalyptic buggy with an V8 engine. And yeah, build quality has much improved since then. Mostly I think it's just glitch welding, but it's still pretty cool to see what people had to work with in those old days. buttons up. I'm so confused that these bushes have collision. Like, I'm pretty sure they changed it, right? Not all of these creations are interesting, so I'm now just gonna have a look at the most interesting ones. This is the first tank on the workshop. Like, tanks and scrap mechanic have gone a long way. Why is it so goddamn laggy? Maybe I should have used the modern version so I at least have a physics slider. I hope it's not too laggy for you. Like, back then you didn't even have cardboard blocks, so you can't even destroy this thing. And yes, the suspensions are still really buggy. Let's see what those buttons do. Oh, this one turns the thing. Nice. Yeah, but we can't actually fire because not even explosives were a thing back then. Oh my god, it's so much better if this thing is on the lift. This is the first piston engine car. Hold on, you might think. Back then you didn't even have pistons. So what this thing does instead is using suspensions and thrusters to simulate pistons. Like, that's really creative. I wonder if it actually works. Well, first of all, you know, just so you can see, there's no actual engine on this car. Instead, I think that's what those buttons are for. Oh yeah, it's actually starting to spin. Wow, dude, this is really cool. I mean, it's fairly basic, essentially. Wait, I'm not even sure if you even had the well tool back then. Ultra Fast Spider Walker by Dr. Nevi. Man, he seems to have built some really cool builds back then. Oh my god, this actually turns into a spider. I mean, it looks really realistic. Like, considering this was built 5 years ago. Alright, let's hop onto this thing. I can't just use WASD to move. What is this thing doing? Why are the sensors spinning? Oh god, what is happening? It's scrolling! It's working! What do the buttons do? Oh, this is for steering! Oh my god, it's working! That is really cool! Oh god, I just stopped the thing and it is so laggy again. Did people even know about the suspension glitch back then? Well, and the same dude also built a glass ball vehicle. Dude, that looks really epic. It's like a giant hamster ball. Okay, what does button 1 do? Oh, it actually moves the thing to closes the lid. That's good. And if I press button 1, this whole thing actually moves. That is really cool. And I assume the other buttons are for steering. It's actually working. Oh god, how do I... But yeah, I do like this creation a lot. Okay, I just flipped myself. Oh god, how do I get out of this thing? Next we have this flapping bird by some dude named Scrap Mechanist. And apparently I also need to link to his YouTube channel, which is probably dead now, you know, after 5 years. Like, it's really crazy the kinds of builds he started with. Now, alright, you get into the back of the bird. That is so clever. And yes, I did not read the description, so I'm just gonna press random buttons and hope this thing starts flying. Okay, it's moving. Am I doing it? Yes, it's flying! It started, yay! Oh god, what did I just press? Oh god, my fingers hurt. I'm playing twisters and yeah, I'm turning it around. I mean, not only that this thing sort of flies, it also has this flapping animation, which is really cool. I think the bird is dead. Now, he of course also built a scorpion walker, which apparently even has WASD controls. I would be really excited to... Oh my god, what is this scorpion doing? Okay, it seems like it's working. The time it must have taken to figure out all these mechanics. Like, there's so many bearings and controllers. Alright, show me those WASD controls. Oh god, it actually works. Nice! Oh, and they can also close these claws. Those are not claws. We can also sting stuff, which is also pretty cool. Now I would really like to test this against some bots. I'll do that at the end of the video though. Like one of the first race cars. Now it looks nothing like the modern ones you see on the workshop. Like, it has way too many edges for that kind of stuff. Kinda looks like a Cybertruck, not gonna lie. Yeah, and it's reasonably fast. The steering is just a little bit hard though, especially on this kind of bumpy terrain. Here's also a transforming box. Kinda reminds me of the lucky blocks I opened earlier. So let's see what's gonna happen out of this thing. Oh, it is. What is this thing? It's supposed to be some kind of animal kind of thing? I don't really know. What do you think this thing looks like? The Battle Pink. This is a giant battle bot. Now, the only reason I included this is because this thing looks sus as hell. Like, it literally looks like a pink... Amogus. Yeah, we can't really fire a cannon. Oh my god, this control room has so many buttons. Let's start pressing random ones until anything happens. I might just blow up the whole thing. Am I flying? Oh, we're walking. This is interesting. Here we've got an 18-wheeler, which reminds me of the really long car I tried to build once. Except this uses a lot less suspensions. Though, can it drive? Oh my god, how can this turn so fast? To be honest, this thing is faster than the race car. Now, I believe this is a first train on the workshop, and this one might actually work on some tracks. Yep, I think I'm gonna test this when I go back to the newer version of Scrap Mechanic, because I think this will actually drive. And still, the detail on this is also not bad. Like, consider this was ages ago. Now, this is a really huge build. Oh my god, does this actually fly? Ooh, that's nice. Oh god, there's so many buttons on this, but at least they're just for cosmetics. Okay, this is just for the gunner. Interesting. What I just... Oh god, where did I glitch into? Alright, let's take this thing off. Oh, that's where I was supposed to enter. Oh, it just doubled you. I was just pressing buttons. Even as steering, oh god, these old controls are really horrible. But still an extraordinary build for its time. Like, it even has a little table with some ducks chilling. Here we've got a walking crab, and I wish I had the license to the Crab Brave song. Man, I've not seen walkers for a long while on the front page of the workshop. Okay, WASD controls, and yeah, these things are really laggy. I'm still like fascinated by those. Like, how do you even build these? Now I need to completely re-download Scrap Mechanic. Although this is still the old world, this is modern Scrap Mechanic. And oh my god, what am I holding in my hands? My connection tool turned into this book. This is so weird. Like, this is because this is the old lift and they apparently changed IDs or something. Like, comparing these versions side by side really makes you feel the improvements they've did to the game. Now let's find out if this old Scorpion can deal with a new Haybot. Okay, it turns not fast. How would I damage it? Oh, I just killed it! I don't know how, but it just died. That's cool. For a second, I thought there was legit a Scorpion in my world. And lastly, I loaded into my train world, so we can actually test the first train. And it works. Like, it fits on the tracks. Oh my god. This is how it all started. This works great. I'm really surprised. Like, this was built 5 years ago. Oh, it's a little bit too wide. Well, anyway, let me know of your Scrap Mechanic nostalgia moments and see you in the next one.